Hi Skinner West, it's Miss Johanna. This video is to help you tune your violin. So when tuning our violin, we are going to use apps for iPhone and for Android, and they're going to help us get a pitch so that we know what we're listening for, and then they're going to tell us when we're close and when we're exactly right. So those applications, and you should download them. For Android users, we're going to use Tuner Pitch and Tuner, Tuner, and then Pitch, Pitch. Here it's the little icon with the orange pitchfork, and that's what you should use for Android. For iPhone and iPad users, go ahead and download the application Tuner, INS, and then Tuner, Tuner. And it looks like that right here. We have it. And this one's really a great app for using to tune your violin. Maybe if you don't have an Android or an iPhone that you would need something else to help you tune your violin, please let me know. Please send me an email as soon as you can. So we're going to first listen to the pitch and listen to our violin, and then we're going to use the detector in each of these apps to tell us if we're at the right pitch or if we need to change it. So let's use the Android app first. For the Tuner Pitch app, you're going to, when you open it, it's going to have this thing that'll tell you the pitch that you're producing, and we're going to click on the upper corner of the app. There's a note that you'll see when you open it. Click on that, and this will take you to an area where you can produce a sound. We're going to do A, so we're going to want to select A, and then in both apps you're going to see some numbers below, and we want to be on the number 4 for A. And so that's where we are here. And once we've done that, we can press the play button in the orange circle here to continuously produce the tone. Okay, let's compare this to our violin. A. We want to remember this pitch, and for me it helps to sing it. A. Okay, let me play it with my violin. Use a nice long bow, not a small bow here, to produce a tone. I think that they sound very similar. So now I'm going to go back, use the back arrow in this application to the area that detects the pitch. And it's going to look like this. And now that I've listened to the pitch and I think that I'm doing pretty good, I'm going to play with this and I'm going to watch it to see what pitch I make. And maybe I can show you if I go like this. So you see the app. And it turns green and the needle points towards the middle, and that's how I know that the violin is in tune. If I am not playing the same note, I can use this area of the application to tell me if I need to go up or down. So let's see, let me change my violin. So I'm pretty close, but I'm not quite on it. And you can see that it's pointing in one direction, and I think it'll tell you. Okay, so for this app it doesn't tell you, but I need to go higher to make my violin match this note. If you don't know if you need to go higher or lower, sometimes it helps to move the note around. try using your fine tuners if you think you're pretty close. And if you don't think you're very close, use the pegs. You can use the pegs while having the violin on your shoulder. You want to press in towards the scroll a little bit while you tune. You can also pluck your violin and put your hand on the neck and the body and then press in as you turn the peg. Be very careful when you use the peg because this is where doing too much can break the string and it can damage your violin, and sometimes the string pops and it's no fun for you either. But that's how we use the Android app. For the iPhone, we're going to do the same thing. We've got the app, the Ints Tuner, and we're going to open up the app and we want to be on the tone generator. And just as before, you see the tone generator and then you see some numbers. We want our A to be in 4 and our D to be with the number 4 as well. For our G, we're going to be selecting number 3, and for E, we're going to select number 5. So let's do D, and we've got 4. So I select 4, and then I press D, and I press the middle. And this one, it'll tell me do. It'll sense the pitch. It'll hear the pitch that I'm playing up here, and it'll tell me if I'm good or if I need to go up or down. So let's try the D string. And it's telling me it's doing pretty good. I press the middle again to stop it. I'm going to select number 3. I'm going to select G. This will be the same note as my G string normally. Okay, there it is. It's making the tune. It's telling me to tune up. So now I'm going to use my peg. And with the peg, I do need to go a little bit lower than the note and then come back up. Sometimes go a little bit higher, but you really want to stay close to G. And now I'm going to select number 5. And I'm going to select E, and that's the last one we tune. And I press the middle. And now it's making the pitch. And that sounds really good. And the application's telling me that I have got the right pitch. Please let us know if you have any questions, if you run into any difficulties. Please send a video to Music House. Please email your questions to Music House. This is a really tricky part of playing violin, learning how to tune. But it's the next challenge. You're at the right place in learning violin to start trying to learn how to tune your violin, and it will really make you a much better player. So one last thing I want to say before we go. Remember to loosen your bow. When you're playing, your bow hair should be tight, and it shouldn't be more than a finger width away from the stick of the bow and around the middle. But when you're done playing, take the pin, and you're going to turn the pin so the bow is looser, so the hair goes closer to the bow. Normally it's to the left. And watch, you're going to see the bow hair is going to become looser. Do you see it there? All these bow hairs are starting to come separate from one another. That's about all you want to do. We don't want the pin to come out of the bow, but this is the best way to put away your bow when you're done playing. And the last thing, if when you're home now is a really good time to make a wipe rag for yourself. You can use an old t-shirt or a piece of felt cloth, and you want a dry rag that you keep with your violin in your case. And after you're done playing, you want to wipe off the strings, just gently, and wipe off the face of the violin gently, gently, gently. And you can wipe under, and you can wipe the fingerboard as well. You can take the cloth and go under like that. You can wipe all over the violin if you want. But remember to be gentle, and this will keep your violin looking shiny and cool and all those things. Okay, thanks for watching this. Please send us questions. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you Thursday. Bye.